People don't realize how strong you are until they try and arm wrestle you. And they're like, wait, what the fuck? This is this is insane. This is scary. What are you cheating? And you're like, no, you just assumed that I had weak wrists. You just assumed that I didn't know how to do this. And then when I step up and I very clearly know how to do this, and in fact, I wasn't afraid of you because I have practiced this for a long time, you're afraid of me now. And it's such a funny flip when people use this as a manipulation tactic, thinking that you're just this like plushy little stuffed animal that's not gonna fucking do anything or say anything. And then they're like literally dumbfounded. I feel like people are actually straight up speechless, like silenced when you do this. And the funny part is, you only have to say it once. And they're like, oh, I did not expect you to challenge me. I did not, 111, I did not expect that from you. And the funny part is that that's their own doing. The people that put themselves in these positions with you do it to themselves. They do it to themselves. And then they're surprised when they tried to fight somebody that was ready for a fight, somebody that was not going to back down. And you're like, see, it's interesting because you came for a fight, but you weren't ready to have one. Interesting. And then they're like, see, I came for a fight, but because you didn't look like you were ready for one, I picked you. And then you rocked my shit energetically, metaphysically, of course, sometimes for real. But the point is, 202, that you don't stand for these kinds of dynamics anymore. When somebody's trying to test you or they're showing curiosity only in a way that shows that they're going to judge you on your answers, or they're going to critique you in some way that shows that, oh, you failed my little test. Like, you're not falling for that shit. 222. You're not even fucking interested in it. And more so, you don't even think that shit's cute at all. So when somebody tries to be like, haha, you failed my test, you're like, ew, you're an adult that's testing people when you're supposed to be making friends. And they respond to that shit immediately, because when you call people out on these patterns that they sincerely think nobody else can see, it's like, how did you get in my head? How the fuck did you see what I was doing? Nobody sees what I'm doing. And the thing is, you can see everything. You can see it before they even try it. You could see that somebody is going to try and push your boundaries by the way they push somebody else's. And you're over here being like, bitch, if you don't back the fuck up off of me, I'm just gonna start swinging. And if you're close enough, you'll get hit. That's that is the energy. It is like, look, if I'm swinging so that I have personal space, 333, and you get hit, it's because you were standing too motherfucking close to me. Let's make that shit clear today, here, and now. Yeah, you're not fucking joking around. So many wands came out, sweetness. I feel like this is somebody that genuinely wants to be celebrated but doesn't know how to celebrate other people. And when the activity comes back to being like, oh hey, you did something cool, or hey, great job, 404, 404 not found, page not found, they literally cannot fucking celebrate you. And the funny part is that it's somebody that demands being celebrated for like everything that they do. And that's how you understand that somebody's cup is so fucking empty, because they're desperately trying to get a drop of a compliment from you, or a drop of a compliment from anybody else, because they don't know how to fill up their own fucking cup. And that's not your problem anymore, right? You can still see that pattern, still see that that person is insecure, needs help, wants help, and understand 444 that they're not doing anything to help themselves. So it's better that you stay away from them. Okay, you can't help every insecure person by saying, oh, you're awesome, you're so sweet, you just shouldn't be insecure, you're great. I wish that that worked, But it doesn't work because people will tear themselves down and tear you down saying that you're not a credible fucking source. 505. So you let that shit go. And now when people try that shit, you just let them sit in their own fucking weirdness and be like, yeah, you're the one that led us down this road. And now you're like pissed that this is the destination we're at. 8:08 on the clock. My love, 525. I love you. And I want you to know this. The more you stand up for yourself, you encourage more people to do it. You stop stupid people from testing you and testing other people when they think that, oh, this person looks nice. Let me step on their toes. 545. And you are establishing something for yourself, most importantly, that this is a safe world for you to exist in. 555. That may have really, really felt heavy for you for a long time. That it wasn't safe for you to do stuff that other people disagree with. That it wasn't safe for other people to judge you. 606. That it wasn't safe for you to do something. And if somebody disagreed, you wouldn't find a way to feel comfortable after that. 616. That's not happening anymore. In fact, you relish in how comfortable you can feel when somebody else tries to make you uncomfortable and you let them sit with their own feelings. You trying to make me uncomfortable is a weird thing to do. Go sit and think about what you did. I feel like you're putting adults in timeout and they're accepting the punishment. Like that's the incredible part. When you do this, people are like, yeah, you're right, I fucked up. 656. Because the thing is that you're a fucking sweetheart. You're an absolute sweetheart and you are a badass. So when things like this happen to people and they're like, I don't understand. She was so mean to me. They do understand. They do. And the fact that you don't try and run around to clean up the pieces that they dropped really lets them know you dropped the ball here, sweetness. If you want to pick it up, it's on your side, right where you dropped it. I'm not going onto your court. And in fact, I left the court because this isn't a game that we're playing. This was either we're going to be friends or we're not. There's not a let's be friends, but you get to pick at me or make me feel weird about the things that I like while I'm hyping you up. Ew, go figure that out. Stay away from me. 757. I'm just so proud of you, sweetness. The weirder people are, the faster you clock it. And you're just like, I don't have to stay here. 808 again, sweetness. You are returning to yourself. Eights are so significant. I'm recording this in August, but this is a timeless message whenever you find this. Leo season may be significant to you, or Leo placements. It might be really helpful to find where you have Leo in your chart to see where you have been shying away from certain things. I picked up something recently from an astrologer that I like. I'm going to try and finish it before this timer runs out. When you have a Leo placement, specifically in your midheaven or in your presentation, you see what house this is in. And sometimes you can find that this is an area where people will target you, seeing if you think that you stand up to their standard or whatever. And a lot of the times, you think that you have to defend yourself. But what ends up happening when you play into it is that people will realize how ridiculous their assumptions were. So when somebody says, yeah, you're so demanding, and then you actually start being really demanding, they're like, oh, fuck, this is not what I was expecting. I was not ready for this. This is actually a lot of pressure. Then people realize how accommodating you were being before that. It's a really beautiful switch, and I recommend it highly. I love you very much, and I will see you in the next message.